So in this video, I'd like to show you some tips for advanced media management, managing your images so that they fit better into your website. So if we go and we're logged into the dashboard and we go over to media and we go to library, it'll show you all the images that you've previously uploaded to your website. If I click into any one of these images, I'll just click on this hacker image. It'll give me the details of the image. So I can see the image on the left, and then it'll give me the dimensions on the right. So this image is 640 by 640, which is not a very big image. I'd call this a medium-sized image, and it's square. So I can see that the image will work well if I add it in as a thumbnail or a featured image, because the featured image logic tends to work better on square images than tall images or wide images. You'll find that as you add your feature images in. If I actually wanted to edit this image, I should be able to do that by clicking on the image and then clicking down to this edit image button. And what it'll do is it'll give me a limited amount of editing that I can do to this image. So I can rotate it, left, right, whatever. But one of the handier features is cropping it. If I click on this crop button here, these little locks become active. So if I had a really tall image and I just wanted to crop it up a bit so that this becomes the centered piece, if I hit save, it will actually update that image back into the website as the cropped version. You'll find that's very useful for tall images where the subject is in the center, but you have loads of space at the top and the bottom. That's how it's done. Something else I wanted to show you is there is a free tool that comes with Adobe. If you Google Adobe resize your image, it'll bring you to adobe.com/express feature image resize. You can Google it and you can upload your images and it'll resize them for you. So if you've lots of images that you've downloaded from a camera, and you know they're going to be big, you don't really want to upload those to the website. They'll take up too much room. So this website will allow you to do it. So I can browse and I can upload an image that I have on my computer, and it'll give me the different versions of the different file sizes that are useful for these different platforms. The one you want is custom down here for the website. And what you can do is, this image is 1900 wide by 1200 high. To give you an example, that 1900 is the standard width to fill the entire screen of a website. And that's quite big. You'd only really use that for a slider. If you wanted a smaller image, what you can do is maybe bring it down to something like 500. You'll notice if I change the image size here, it'll automatically change the height as well. So you don't have to do that, and it keeps the scale. What I mean by scale is it doesn't stretch the image. So you only ever change one of the parameters. When this little lock icon is on, it'll change the other one for you. So now we've got an image that's 500 by 300, so it's nice and resized. And if I hit download, it'll download that image down onto my computer. So that's quite handy as an image resize tool, and it's from Adobe. So if you Google Adobe Image Resizer, quite a handy tool for doing that. Okay, just one last tip is that around your featured images, let's go to all of my posts and have a quick look at my news posts. Here are all of my news posts. If I look at any of the featured images, so don't forget the featured image is the little thumbnail that appears in your news. I tend to go for images that are relatively square so that the subject of the image is in the middle, and it works out better when I upload the featured image. Last tip is you can get free images from pixabay.com. So if you go to pixabay.com and you search for images, so I'm going to search for one for Christmas, you can get images that are royalty free. So I'd always advise you to download royalty free images so you don't run into any issues with copyright. And you can download any of these. You know, these are all good. If I click on this image, it allows me what size do I want to download it from. Well, it should appear in the box here. And when I click free download, oh, there it is. And it allows me what size. So, you know, for the big sliders, you can pick 1900, or for smaller everyday news stuff, you just pick the small one and hit download. So that's all the updates for managing media, the advanced version.